Hey guys, it's Cyrus of Chaos. I'm here with Sameul Imrek and Alex Fray, and today we're going to watch the finals from Budapest World Championships in 2019 between Siklosi Gergely and Bida Sergei. And so I'm going to let Sam tell us why he decided to pick this bout, and then we're going to get started. So Sam, take it away.
I just really want to go over this bout. It's one of my favorites. Seeing this live was very huge, very nerve-wracking. It's just a great bout between two giants, just going at it. A ton of blade action.
One literal giant.
Yeah, it's just very, very, very one of the more entertaining epee bouts for sure. Always constant action, pressure, everything, and it's very intense. So yeah, that's really all I have to say.
And I'm just here because Sam Imrek invited me.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly
that is exactly why I'm here, yeah.
So while they're testing and everything, tell us a little bit about each of the fencers and the styles that they're fencing in.
Okay, so Bida here, he's left-handed, very tall. He has a very, very rock-solid defense as well. Just lots of parries, like the classic lefty 6'8". Siklosi, also tall. He's right-handed. Also very blade heavy, very good attacks, very long attacks, very great at that. Also very good Iron Fortress defense as well. So yeah, that's kind of their styles.
How much does being lefty versus being righty influence things in epee? I know in foil it makes a really big difference.
Obviously there's no intrinsic advantage of either one of them, but it's different here. Me personally, bouts against lefties, the hand, it's much different, for the setting up actions and stuff like that. Obviously, it's easier to close out lines with a higher 6, for example.
Distance is closer now.
Yeah.
Changes up your movement because you need to be more active.
But you wouldn't say it's harder or easier, it's just different.
Yeah, it's just different.
That's interesting.
No advantage of either one.
Just a different feeling.
Interesting, okay. So we're going to get into the bout. For you two, we can pause, rewind, watch frame by frame, so we'll be doing that repeatedly throughout the bout.
That's awesome.
See, I think at this point, Siklosi had not been doing super well. This was his really big breakout result. Yeah, he was not one of the tip-top guys at the. Whereas Bida was.
I remember that he had a crazy run where he just went berserk and started winning.
Yeah,
stuff.
This is in Hungary, and the Hungarians were going nuts the whole day for him.
Kind of reminded me of 2005 Worlds when Kolobkov and Gergely fenced.
Yeah, that was an epic bout.
Yelling, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna go back and
so it just looks like here Fay. Okay, so they're back at a distance, and then
this was 10 seconds before, so we can make it a little closer if you want.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. We like to see the setups too.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Okay, so he's backing up, and then he goes for it.
Yeah,
he takes 8. Yeah, he tries to hit him with a repose. Siklosi tries to hit him with a repose there, but I guess it just lands flat or misses.
I think it just gets stuck on the guard, right?
I think it's a remise. Yeah, he got stuck on the guard there.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And he remises to the thigh.
Yeah, Bida just remises. Pretty simple.
Just a quick reaction,
Yeah, so to me, this is something that Jake Hoyle was telling me about fencing Yannick Burrell. He was like, when you try to take his blade, it just does not move.
Yeah,
I think what happened here is Siklosi's trying to take 6, but just gets stuck on the guard and it just does not move at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And he's kind of forced into an awkward repose position.
And tries to just make a prime remise or something.
Yeah, and he,
almost gets it, but...
Yeah, almost. Oh, yeah, it doesn't
close.
even look like he misses. I think Bida just hits him before. So.
Bita's just a little quicker than he is.
Yeah.
Bida also had the upper advantage in that because he was already... His blade was already
the angle,
there.
you mean?
Yeah. Oh, no, he hit him on the first one.
Oh, he hit him on the
first one.
Wow,
I didn't even see that.
Oh, the light was just slow. Or is he... Oh, he skimmed his thigh. I think.
Wait.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. He did skim his
Oh,
thigh.
okay, so we already hit.
Yep, got it.
Yeah, okay,
right.
the light was just slow. Technology, man.
Right, it's a big deal.
No!
I love ads.
Samantha Dwinnell.
Oh, wow.
Right,
Samantha Dwinnell. Get out of here, Samantha.
Still fencing at the middle of the strip.
So talk about the feints and the way that they're moving in and out.
Yeah, I guess they're just feigning, looking for an opening for them to be close. Yeah, see here, like heavy blade work, and they're still very close to each other, but they're not committing all the way.
They're kind of just trying to draw each other out. Yeah, Siklosi did a really good job there drawing him out.
Yeah, he got him there.
He caught Sergei on an attack on prep and just went back. Yeah, very nice.
He just stepped back. Yeah, because they were both like going back and forth with blade actions, like trying to get flicks, not fully going all the way, and then Siklosi finally.
Look at that distance. That's crazy.
Very nice counter attack.
Yeah.
That had like 3 points of possible contact: the arm, the thigh, and then like the foot.
He had a very good Siklosi did a really good job in getting out of that. Yeah, he was really
One of the things I like about his fencing when he's fencing well is it just looks so casual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of was like, "Ah."
That's what you see on a lot of professionals. It looks like it looks way more casual than a lot of like the juniors and cadets. Jiu-jitsu cadets is more like nervous, you know.
Because it's so like rote and automatic for them.
Yeah, and because they've been doing it for so long and it's like their job practically.
Yep, no, not practically, literally. They get paid to do this.
Yeah.
Well, most of them.
Most of them, yeah.
Oh yeah, I muted it.
Nice.
It stopped recording.
Wow, that was epic infighting.
I wish we could see what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah, just
He tries to flick, it lands flat, and
then
then parry repo. Wow, like that's crazy. That's
Did he hit him on the thigh again?
That's a lot to break down in just that one
Did he hit him
little
on the
tiny
thigh again?
interaction.
Possibly.
I think he
Yeah,
did.
see, here he goes.
Another skim.
Yeah, here he commits. Bida takes the blade.
Misses the 6 repose.
Yeah, misses. He goes. Siklosi ducks right under. There he goes for a flick.
That
I
was
think
a
it lands
good
flat.
one.
I think it was flat
That
also.
was a
Yeah.
good secondary reaction because he immediately took the secondary.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he took
so
the-
close too, but Siklosi still manages.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where he hit him.
Yeah, another
Yeah.
thigh touch. Yeah.
He just hits him right there.
We'll see the replay. We'll see what happens. What actually happened.
Hopefully the replay's from a helpful angle.
One.
Nope.
Oh wait,
No, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
flat.
it just hits him.
Oh yeah, you hit him on the
first time.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Sergei was really good there. I liked how he took 6, and then immediately when he missed, he already had the 8. We're going, like it's his second.
That was the 6-8 classic lefty preparation you were talking about before. I really like a lot of the time when Bida starts to get aggressive, Siklosi just gives him the distance so that he doesn't really have a chance for something to happen. Like there's no
very
point.
good thing to know.
Yeah.
Like if he tries to start something with the wrist, like Siklosi just like no.
Yeah, there's no at any point here opportunity for Bida to score.
Yeah, he's doing a good job in like keeping out the distance.
And something I find in Saber, and I don't know.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know
very
if this.
fun.
I don't know if this translates into epee, but something I like to do in Saber on defense is a nice mix of giving up like very little distance and then giving up distance really easily, and it makes it really hard for the other person to pin down which one you're gonna do. And some sets up attack and prep because like they know they really have to push you if they want to get you. So
Yeah, he might have thought he could have like Siklosi would have gone back.
That was a very nice attack on prep. Just straight action.
I can't believe that hit.
I think I hit the wrist. I think Sergei just picked his blood up and good.
He has not lost his touch all day.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what happened.
Yeah.
A baby flick to the wrist.
Sergei kind of gave that to him. Most of the action.
Useful
Great angle,
I
yeah.
love,
Very,
I
very
love
useful
the face
there.
angle, bro.
He's got a nice baby face, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nice and cute.
Ethan Kushnerek in Hungary.
It's a shout out.
Yes, sir.
And that's why we have him here.
I know, right? I'm the comedian of the group. These two are too serious.
They're so close.
He's trying to do these little wrist flicks.
He got one of them already.
Oh yeah, he did. With the help of Sergei. Oh, nice
Even
repose.
when Bida picked up his
Yeah,
play.
jeez.
Wish we had seen that from a better angle. I hope that the
Yeah.
replay's
Yeah.
not.
I think he might have
Nice
crossed
to
the
close
blade.
in distance.
Sergei tried to release.
Oh, this is a great angle.
Yeah, he caught it. Oh no, he caught it.
He missed.
Yeah,
he
his
missed the
behind.
repose.
Yeah, this is very interesting. You'll see a lot of this whole bout. Like it's just like very close. Like they're not wanting to commit yet, and there's so many mini
that's
interactions, and then somebody just takes a full
I think it just Sergei's blade got thrown off because
that was close to a very sensitive area.
Sergei's blade got thrown off because it kind of deflected off of the bell guard when they took the parry.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, I must go pick up thing.
It's quite far again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was close. Let's see how close that was.
Here he goes. Wow, so he just
you kind of lose it a little bit. Oh, I think he just missed laterally.
Oh, yeah. It looks like he took 6 there. Like it was almost a 6 beat to the foot.
That's interesting. Get rid of the blade high and then go for the foot.
Early stages.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see it in replay.
It was right under his blades, just sneaks it.
Early stages in these matches, Rob.
Oh, that's
we
not helpful.
normally see defenders very.
Oh, yeah, wow. He
early
just lost him with the
stages in
blade.
these matches,
Actually, that's
Rob.
really helpful. That's a great angle for that.
Yeah.
Heller. Yeah, he went from outside the blade to inside the blade, and that's...
Yeah.
How wonderful.
Yeah, Bida just got lost there.
I like that phrase, got lost.
Yes.
Got lost in the sauce.
Defenders very risk averse.
Oh, very nice.
But they're letting everything fly.
Another cool angle. Nice flesh.
Please don't say
But they're letting everything fly.
My coach told me one time in Saber that the perfect angle for a counterattack is when your arm and your leg have the same angle, and this is very close to that ideal angle. Meanwhile, these guys are struggling to open their sodas.
But you see, Siklosi looks defending.
Here you go.
He did it!
Popped open.
But he's attacking, really.
Mm-hmm. Table.
Oh, okay. Try it.
I'm leaving this in, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Of course.
That's the best part.
Time runs out.
How's the Mexican Coke compared to regular Coke?
Gergely, 2 for Sergei.
Sameul Imrek, you're my hero.
I really wish.
There's
I
napkins
really
over
wish
there.
It was like.
Are there napkins in there?
I really. Yeah, most likely it is.
Yeah, I
It
think.
should be. One of them is the garlic thing. Oh, that's ours.
Yeah. And then this is the garlic. Bread.
For those of you listening, we just got pizza.
And watching. They're
Yes.
still watching.
Great
And
pizza.
watching, but they can't see this.
Yes, they can.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
isn't that
really?
fantastic?
Isn't that fantastic?
Best part.
I didn't even know that. I thought I was over here chilling. And little did I know I was being watched by people.
But
Yes,
you
they're
insist on having the
observing
webcam
us.
on.
I
Chow
forgot.
down.
I didn't see it. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Yes, it is. It is your
No, it's
fault.
your
It's
fault.
absolutely your fault.
How?
All right, I need the
Oh,
buttons.
it's covering.
Yeah, I need the buttons. It's covering target. Oh!
No. Okay.
Sameul Imrek is committing crimes.
All right, so nothing happened. Things will continue to start happening right now. So, what
Yes.
advice would you give to these guys during the 1 minute break? You have 1 minute, go.
Okay,
just kidding.
to what? Okay, to Siklosi, I mean, I'd say he's doing really good, not giving Bida anything when he tries to start backing away. So he should try and keep that up. But he's going really well with attacking, just at the perfect distance, just waiting it out and feeling it. As far as Bida goes, though, he just has to not chase him. He just has to set up his own action.
Ooh. See how close that was to hitting the knuckle? Look at that.
As it stands,
that was
as it stands,
crazy.
Gergely is leading this bout easily. He's in control of everything. The only time Sergei's actually got these touches is on Remises.
So many close little nail biter
and
touches.
one skill in the thigh.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Gergely is doing a good job of keeping it out of the bay.
We're back.
Again, far distance. Very far distance.
Oh!
That was a really nice punishment touch, as I like to call them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Nice little beat 8.
Yeah, Siklosi committed a little too far there. I don't know. Yeah, he was trying to touch there, I guess. Yeah, he was really trying to. It wasn't a fake.
wrist.
Yeah, he was actually trying to go for a wrist flick, but Bida was just ready.
Yeah, that repose was so
I
fast.
think, yeah.
He moves really well for a big guy.
First one is 6.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was just on that.
Oh, yeah.
Touche.
That looks much better from Sergei Bida.
Yeah, it's insane reaction speed for both of them. It's crazy.
What's for dinner?
Panera bread.
Panera. Freshly prepared with clean ingredients.
mine.
It's
At least it's not Samantha.
Imagine getting ads on your own video. Couldn't be me. It's all blade preparation. And making sure nobody can set up carefully.
In epee, I don't mind this angle as much because the way that the blades interact is really important, and you kind of lose that from this perspective. In Saber, it's horrible. Like, you don't gain anything from looking at it from that angle. Ooh! I like what you said before about how he got lost in the blade. That's what it looked like happened there, too.
Oh yeah.
He's just wiggling and waggling it.
Oh,
That was really nice.
Very
So
nice
close.
touch.
Yes, it was. Let's see if we get another
Get a
angle.
side flip, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Let's see if we get another angle for that replay.
And then that flick across the front,
Hopefully a good one. Yeah, we got a good one.
just his timing.
Oh, very nice.
nice. That's so clean.
That was
Bottom of the
incredibly
arm.
clean.
That's textbook.
He tried to hit the arm, missed, and then went around
Yeah,
and
wow.
flicked. But there was no
Actually,
blade contact.
Incredibly deep. Like,
Yes.
for
The
a
thing,
fake.
You're right, he
Yeah.
hit under the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that you'll see a lot is that these guys always have
Whack.
plan B
That was
and sometimes plan C even.
Yeah, you have to.
And that-
Yeah.
It's insane how like flicky they're making these blades look. When in reality, their blades are
very
like
stiff.
Very stiff. Like nobody at this top level uses like an M. Like they're all using D's.
Also, the blade could just be worn out.
So why is that? Wouldn't using a medium blade make flicking easier?
Maybe right when you get it, but eventually it's just an M blade gets so bendy to the point where it's very, very hard to do like anything. You know?
Yeah.
It's just so wiggly.
Yes, what I was told is that when you take a parry, especially, I'm only basically on Saber, but when you take a parry, especially, like the blade is so wiggly, like the tip when you're trying to make a repose, that it's just
Exactly.
you can't
Sometimes it
aim.
misses them. Like, Heinz are like everyone. You might think, oh, he must use an M, but no, they're just like
They
really
all
strong
use
with
D
it,
blades. Yep.
It's like some BFDs, after a while, they become like new M's kind of.
Because
they
they're
get
so
worn out.
bendy.
They get
Yeah,
worn
that's
out,
interesting. And then they snap.
Yeah.
Best part.
The best part is when they
That
snap.
is the best part. Yeah.
Okay, this is too much of an angle. I can't even see his blade.
You need to.
Yeah, a little far out.
There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah, it's
That was a
nice.
good,
Just in time.
That was good. Put him at the end of the strip so he had nowhere to go and then finished it.
Yeah, circle and then he catches them when
Yeah, just
Siklosi
through.
tries to take the blade and goes all the way.
That's a very tight timing.
Once he starts his flush, I don't think there's like really any other way. You can't parry that. He tried to. He
He
just
did try
can't.
to. It just
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
Yeah.
When he's able
Like
to
we were
Stiff as
talking
a rock.
earlier.
When
It
you're at
just
this
didn't move,
level,
yeah.
like
taking blade.
unless you're the strongest guy there,
And
it's just
forcing the
counterattack
point in.
or duck. There's no other choice.
But Siklosi is making it very tough for him to find those opportunities.
Ooh, that was close.
Tough for him to find those opportunities.
That was very close.
Man.
Dropping his blades saved him there.
Yeah, a little bit.
There he goes again.
No touch.
Yeah.
That's probably not touchdown.
Could have been a very nice repose, but
No hit.
Yeah.
It's still
It could've
good.
been
It's
nice
still
post.
good if you hit it, even if you pass, just to make sure that they can't get that touch.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, that was close also. I think they both hit it. Someone hit someone else. I heard the thwapping
Sound
sound.
bell guard. Maybe a little bit of like wrist action too.
oh,
Wow.
there he is. Yeah, I think he caught him like
He made
over searching a little bit.
Yeah, he made him start like flicking it up and down, and he just
Yeah,
disengaged.
6-8, 6-8, 6-8.
Now someone
there.
else got caught lost in
Yeah.
the blade.
Yeah.
And then he goes 8. The 6 is a little too high, and he's already too close, so we just books.
Yep. And at that point, you can't really parry that because it's the strong part of the blade.
Very confident.
In the good
He's having trouble moving the weak part of his blade even.
He has to make the preparation. Siklosi is every time has possibility in his very strong point to bring in the tip.
was good
So,
reaction.
but this was good timing from Bida.
Who is the other person speaking? Usually they have like a top level fencer doing it.
Commentator?
We didn't
Yeah.
invite him.
There was somebody else?
We
Didn't even
find
notice.
it.
I know, they need to bring back 2 commentators. I don't know what happened.
Social distancing happened,
That is correct.
and then Sameul Imrek happened.
Oh.
That was lovely from Bida.
I'm just gonna wait for the replay. If we get one.
Distance control.
No! We didn't get one.
No
We should
replay.
have
Okay,
been
okay. Okay, yeah, so
That tiny body
Yeah.
motion backwards saved him there.
Oh, it skimmed his mask.
looks like
but it didn't
Bida
go off.
dropped his blade a little bit.
It skimmed his mask a tiny bit. But
Oh
it
wait,
didn't
no,
go off.
no. Yeah. As soon as he saw Siklosi going for it, he just like immediately was dropped what he was doing and
Very
went for the
nice.
parry narrowly.
Yeah, that was very, very close. He moved. Siklosi moved on Bida's step in to try to get him without being able to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was very nice timing, and he still was able to pull a touch out of there.
From Bida. Good distance control.
Nah, Bida's in a good spot. He's on a roll.
Blade.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Momentum's really important in fencing.
Yes, it is.
Once you catch that momentum, it's like it's a war to try and stop it.
Yeah, and that's why some people try to use like quote unquote like lame tactics like injury or like taking a breath or something
It's
like that.
Tie
in
your
reality, it's
shoe.
really technical. In reality, it's like really tactical.
Whoa!
That's wild. So much there.
Simultaneous whoa.
So he slips a little
Yeah,
bit.
he slips. Barely misses that.
Oh my!
Barely misses the counter.
How did that not hit anything?
If he didn't slip there, he gets countered.
There, he has his whole knee on the ground.
Yeah, and 3 points of contact is allowed, so it's still legal.
Actually, 4 points of contact is allowed.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can have one knee and your backhand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, don't let anyone tell you the 3 points of contact rule is a thing.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Just so you guys know, if your weapon hand, both knees, or your butt touches the ground, it's an automatic halt.
Bida the time
Yeah.
for the counter.
Or your back or your stomach. I can't believe how close that was and without hitting.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. That whole touch was wild.
They both miss. And then it's just.
Oh yeah, that's so close.
What do you want?
Stop it!
What do
I don't know what you want.
Want a job that I don't hate.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. Yeah, unless you're like a YouTuber. But after a while, you do hate it. Just ask this guy.
So at this point, with like 20 seconds left, you were Siklosi. Would you try to just let the period go, or
Yeah, I mean,
do you want to, or would you
obviously-
want to get a little more
obviously-
information?
Obviously,
or-
don't let the guard down, and if you see an opportunity, take it. But for the most part, yeah, like if you lose another touch here, it's very dangerous. I would just play active defense here.
Okay.
You can tell beat up.
Yeah,
he
but
gets
Sergei
it.
wants to use as much of his momentum as he can.
Yeah.
Give me the good
Exactly.
pressure.
He's taking advantage
smart,
of it.
yeah.
Shift happening
Smart.
here.
He's getting all his touches by pushing him, so there's no reason to stop
No
doing
opportunity
that.
to bring the tip.
Yeah.
That was actually a surprisingly good angle
Giving Siklosi
for this action.
Okay, so he gets
So,
4. He
Big
goes.
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they but
blocks
he
it with
bell
the
guards.
guard.
Yeah, he bell guards it out,
And
and
then
then
finishes on
just
top.
yeah,
Very nice.
just a counter.
Oh, it skimmed his like bib.
takes out the blade.
"12 seconds here, so
Now Siklosi's
If I
pushing.
was Sergei, I would just leave it.
yeah."
Time's winding
I think
down.
that's what he
Yeah,
wants to
both
do.
of them, just leave it. Like you're beating, you got to touch.
Yeah,
Like
love it.
Siklosi can't afford to lose another one here. So
All right, the 1 minute break. Advices.
Yeah. Bida gives it big pressure. He's closing down
That was
and
a
then
Siklosi.
takes the
I'd
blade.
probably try and
Siklosi can't
draw
bring
him
his
out.
tip for
Maybe like
red.
like skipping tempo.
What does that mean, skipping tempo?
Because you can see that Sergei right now, he's trying to
What
like...
does skipping tempo mean?
So-
for people who don't know what that means.
where you kind of feint into the distance. If someone's pushing you, for example, you can feint into their distance, and then you get out of the distance, and then you finish forward. Or that's basically the
Yeah, kind of like,
technically.
for example, if you like feint, somebody like extends their arm to counterattack,
Yeah.
and you step back and then hit their arm.
Or if they go for attack on prep.
Yeah,
Attack on prep is
exactly.
the main like usage for it. Like if someone's attacking on prep, like Sergei usually is doing right now, he's pushing them and then attack on prep as soon as the guy starts in action. Like that's what's working right now for him. Or Sergei will just draw him out and just parry post.
Yeah, I'd say like for Sergei right now, yeah, definitely like pushing him is
Yeah.
really working. I either drawing him out, and when he sees like an opportunity, when he sees Siklosi searching too much, just going for it
Yeah.
with the flesh.
If I was Gergely, I would try and not let him push me as much because that's basically putting him in the worst possible spot against this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's very aggressive and likes to push.
Oh yeah, exactly. So if you get into his distance, you might be able to just like catch him off guard. Like for example, you step into the distance off the on guard line, and then he'll probably like do a reaction, and then you can just finish forward through the blade. Kind of like something I'd do. Like against somebody aggressive like Sergei Bida, at least.
Gotcha.
We start the third and final period. Referee Juan Carlos Rios Rivera of Mexico takes us into the final period, and this is for gold.
Yeah, that's so. I love that touch.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that should have been Sergei's.
Well,
Yeah, see,
I
like,
actually
that was
really,
way
I
out
actually
of
really like
distance.
it on Siklosi's part
Yeah.
for a reason probably different from what you like, but tell me why you like that, and then I'll go afterwards.
Okay, I think like what's something a lot of people don't catch on is that a lot of times when you would make a flesh and somebody parries, what the person who's parrying is expecting is, okay, they're just going to keep on running. They go past and I get a repost.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can catch somebody off guard by like stopping your flesh before you meet them. Like if you're good enough to like, if you're good enough in a certain position, you flesh, they take the parry, you can just like stop and like move out and then get out of the parry like Siklosi did here. So it could have been intentional. It could have just been, just the heat
Reaction.
of the moment. Yeah, a reaction. But it could have very well been an intentional touch, to just like stop when he gets the parry because Bida was like caught off guard there.
It's
You
also
can tell.
pretty dangerous to do like that stopping action because you can get injured by like putting all that force on your knee right away.
That's interesting.
But I think the reason he didn't get injured or anything there, or didn't like maybe he might have got a little bit of like, I guess what's it called, pins and needles.
Oh yeah, the tingling
Where
feeling.
where I think it's because he kind of like bounced after he did it. He like kind of bounced off, so like releasing the pressure. So yeah, he basically did.
You didn't think you were getting an anatomy lesson, did you?
Yeah, really, right?
So I like this touch for two reasons. One, the setup. So he jumps in here and stops and gets him to go backwards. So the second time he jumps in and goes immediately. In my lexicon, I would call this an off-tempo action because you're showing something, and before it's even done, you basically burst into something else. And what I really liked about this one is that the last time this situation happened, Bida got a touch by hitting him over his back of his shoulder. So this time, I think Siklosi remembers that and ducks in response. And
yeah,
barely
He
misses.
went for it again. He went for it again.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So in my lexicon, I would call that a setup, where you create a very similar situation, remember the last thing that happened tactically, and just take the next tactical step.
Pretty smart, yeah.
Yeah, that's also a very good way to look at it. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, I mean, trying to avoid a back touch by ducking. Yeah.
Also, that was like a Saber 5.
I think Sergei held it a little too long. If you're gonna just beat it out of the way, he could have got that touch. He held it a little too long.
Oh yeah, and let him
Yeah,
get back in
controlling
control of the
it,
blade.
yeah.
Going.
I also want to point out that him ducking didn't actually have any effect on like the action missing.
Yeah.
But he was still trying to. I think with what what I was saying in mine before, where he was finishing over, tried to duck to delay that riposte.
Oh, no, that was going to hit. He just hit it first.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Under the wrist flick. They're a little closer than they were before.
Because Sergei's trying to push him back now. Because he realizes what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, so Siklosi's like,
Yeah, but
he's trying to like just keep it forward and stay rock solid. He doesn't
he's
wanna get pushed
he's
back,
making
yeah.
sure that he plays his game now and doesn't let Sergei lead.
So this is an interesting question where I see this a lot, where someone takes an early lead and the other person has to push to get a lot of their touches, and then they get ahead and start falling back.
Uh-huh.
Now, something that I like to do in Sabre is you kind of keep recreating the situation that you have a lot of knowledge of. And if you suddenly go on defense here, you're kind of like throwing out all the information you had,
Yeah.
not all of it, but like a significant amount
Most,
of it,
yeah.
and starting over from scratch. Even though a lot of people prefer to defend, do you think it's smarter to keep pushing if you have a lot of information
Yes.
in the situation I just
Yes.
talked about?
Yes.
So do you think it's not a good idea for him to kind of be turtling up and letting Siklosi dictate the pace
I think
now?
he's trying to push him back, but Siklosi's just like, I think over the break, his coach was like,
You need to be
hey,
more aggressive."
he's pushing you now, and that's what's getting his touches. If you push him back, he's going to be uncomfortable, and he's going to try and get in your distance, and you'll get those attacks that you want.
So you think it's more something that Siklosi has changed and Bida is like
Yeah.
responding
Yeah,
to?
because
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say, because it doesn't look like Bida's like backing up here. It really looks like Siklosi's
he's
just
trying to not do
Yeah,
that.
he
Yeah.
keeps on pressing, and he's very, as I said before, rock solid defense. So he just like keeps on pushing it, and Bida has no choice but to go
Yeah.
back.
Okay, interesting.
Making sure that he goes forward with the blade whenever he tries to step forward.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Keeps it right there.
So Sergei kind of just, instead of jumping out of the distance, he just went forward.
I paused it like to have the conversation like right here, like
Yeah,
as
yeah.
that was happening.
Yeah, it kind of leans into that touch.
I think mainly that happened because of the guard like deflecting.
Yeah,
The
a
blade.
little bit.
Yeah, and he just holds it there.
Okay, just a straight touch, yeah.
And gets it, yeah.
Say again?
Just a straight touch.
Siklosi must come, so gives Bida a lot of opportunity.
It's just a good attack on Fred. Yeah.
There it is, yeah. He doesn't step back there.
Kind
He
of
knows he
stop
has
it.
These replays are so cool.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Much better than what we have now.
Yeah.
That out perfectly.
Yeah.
I love watching the blades like
Wanna go
whip
to
in slow
Budapest?
motion.
I'm gonna go to Budapest, please.
It's a really cool city.
Crowd
I
trying
bet
to
it is.
Sameul Imrek, that's our next world.
One of the coolest things,
I wish.
quick tangent, one of the coolest things, and I don't think you can appreciate this as much in epee as you can in Sabre, because epee is a lot easier to understand just what's happening as far as like who scores goes. But when I was watching the Sabre, there were like just a bunch of random Hungarians sitting in the stands, and fencing is their national sport, so they know a lot about fencing. And there was, I don't remember what bout it was in, but there was a specific call in the Sabre event, and some random Hungarian in front of me was like, come on, that wasn't a pair repose, that was a remise or something. And I was like, that was a lot more technical than like my mom or my dad or like, a random spectator would be. But like the Hungarians really love fencing, and so in the room, there's a lot of knowledge
Yeah.
just from like the random spectators that you
And that
wouldn't
also-
get in another place.
Yeah, and that also puts
So-
a lot of pressure on the ref, too.
Yeah, it's scary going against people with big crowds,
Especially when you're going with the sport like epee fencing, because it's much more easier to understand for everybody. So a lot of people can see a bad call when, like in Sabre, it's so
That's what I mean.
fast-paced.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
wouldn't. Yeah.
you can tell what in Sabre, some things happen so fast you don't even know what happened, and you just trust the ref.
And I think that like that energy kind of gives the Hungarians superpowers here. Like
Oh yeah.
in Sabre, Satmari did so well. He's world champion already, but like he got
Yeah.
second place and just looked unstoppable until
Just
the
a
final.
disengaged touch, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Straight.
He just keeps it. He just,
Sergei completely
he
just
stands
misses
his
over
ground.
the shoulder.
Yeah, that was kind of just a
I
miss
think
by-
Sergei was just
Yeah.
thinking
You-
that he would go back.
Did you hear his reaction? He grabbed his mask.
Yeah, that was just kind of a slip up there. It could have been a double.
I think Sergei was trying to anticipate him going back, so he kind of like angled his blade a little higher.
Yeah, look at that bend.
Yeah,
Crazy
and-
bend.
Because he's so strong.
Yeah,
And that wiggle of the
I
blade
know,
caused him
and
to
it
go
goes
over the
through
shoulder.
wiggles, yeah.
That's interesting. Should have used.
Even with the
Yeah.
stiff blades, it happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now we have a double ad. Who put ads on these videos?
I wonder who.
Wow, bro, crazy.
Oh wow. I wonder who put ads on these videos. Maybe the guy who uploaded them.
Mysterious, man, mysterious. Siklosi is still not letting Bida like push him towards the end though.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching the blades spin around each other here.
Hell yeah.
Like, especially when there's no blade sound. It's like, how are they staying so close together for such a long time and there's no blade contact?
It's because they're trying to find a way to prepare their action, but they know that it's really risky to go in without the blade right now. Especially against guys like these. Like, Siklosi knows that Sergei is really good at parrying and is, like, really strong, so it'd be difficult for him to finish his action.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Did he get that on the first one?
I think so.
I think he hit on the, like, upper arm there. And
Almost
it
looked
just
like a panic
it was
counterattack.
Not really. It was just a quick little flick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, upper arm.
Oh, we kind of lose it in the orange box. Yeah, but that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
just flicked him, yeah.
Upper arm.
I guess he just anticipated Bida going lower.
And one more for good measure.
Yeah.
That's the plan
Better
B.
safe than sorry.
That's the plan B you were talking about. Just, like, keep hitting them until the referee says halt.
That's what we were taught.
Especially with a flick, which can so easily be flat.
It's a very risky game to play when you don't know what's like who scored, or when you're in like USA type fencing or like lower, I guess like junior cadet stuff. Some people look at the scoreboard when they think that they
I hate that.
Yeah, I
some
know.
people look at the scoreboard and they'll be yellow cards thinking like they scored already.
Exactly, and that, like, you know, if...
This is a very nice side flick right there.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes like a little, he just, waits for him, side flick. Very nice.
Yeah, very good.
Side flick or post.
And notice here how, like, Siklosi actually, as opposed to before, like, he actually got backing up. Like, this time Bida was the one who shoved through, but even then Siklosi still, you know, great defense, was able to get that touch. And tie it up.
Again, talking about the momentum. It's on Siklosi. And it says there's no more breaks. Sergei Bida doesn't, he can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
He comes in too far away and he brings it the right moment.
Oh, he just...
Oh, he already
that was-
scored.
It's a straight touch.
Wait, that was just
It hit the wrist. It hit the wrist.
Did it?
Yeah, it hit the wrist, I think. And then it's come to,
No.
Yeah, it hit right.
Oh,
Miss
yeah, it did.
wrist
Right
skin.
there.
Yeah. And then it goes to the thigh.
Like a magnet to the body.
Yeah, he got him like
Hitting the
right
closest
on the knee or
targets.
something. Yep.
Not the thigh, no.
Then another one. Keep going.
Why not?
Back level again.
Let's see. So let's hear. Yeah, none of them want to give up space
This is
here.
everything a fencing world championship should be, right here.
I agree with that
Oh,
statement.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I agree
Absolutely wild.
with. Now Gergely's trying to draw him out. Yeah, and Sergei Bida is trying to catch his momentum.
It looks like both their blades were far out from each other, and then
And I actually
Bida
think he
took the
stepped
initiative
in
first.
before taking. That's not going to help.
That was a really weird replay.
Yeah, I think he stepped in before taking the blade here. Although let's see if that actually happened. Yes, he. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, maybe
So
not.
then they're both far out, but Bida initiates the action.
Yeah,
so
so
he
Bida
gets
already
it.
landed before Gergely had a chance to regroup, and he just finished it forward. That's really good, like recognizing the situation.
Yeah, a lot of experience there.
Oh, yeah.
Again, great replay. Actually, it's cool, like the ending of it. But
Yeah, it looks
It's
cool.
you know how like the DJs they like have the record thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
The scratching.
Yeah. It's just went back and forth really quickly. Oh, it's so far away.
that was another one of those off-tempo flushes I was saying before.
Yeah.
It was like
Okay. Sergei was already out of the distance there.
So
So
yeah, he steps in, but Sergei doesn't
Yeah.
step in. He stands his ground. and is able to get a repost there.
I think he's trying to surprise him with the off-tempo flush here. but
Yeah.
It's just he's so fast.
So close too, you know. It's just again insane reaction time.
If he was a little closer, I feel like.
And notice that time he tried to he didn't. Yeah, he was trying to maybe go for a stop to get out of his
brings
parry.
himself in a very difficult position now. He has to press.
That was a point he didn't have to give up.
This is the way.
Oh wow, that was
Ooh.
just a clean extend. Just
Yeah,
extends
here,
his
like,
arm.
flick to the wrist. They're back out the distance.
Yeah,
and
he just
yeah,
extends
Bida
his
tries
arm
to go
forward.
for his 8 goes a little too deep.
Yep.
Because he steps in, Bida steps in at the same time Siklosi steps in, and then he immediately recognizes it and goes straight.
Yeah. Very good reaction.
I want to see a replay with like the blade wiggle,
Time it.
Oh yeah, you gotta love it.
especially when he like pulls
Noodle
him off
week.
his
When's
body.
the next noodle week?
You do noodle week as often as you want. I love noodle week.
Right after Greece. Just wait.
Oh, of
You'll
course.
see. We'll have the neck and Greece. Wow. Okay.
Those touches happen. Whoops.
I know, you blink, you miss it.
This is Saber. It's fast. It's furious. Blink and you might miss it.
Who said that? I want that commentator.
Oh, that was a flick too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he
okay.
just kept going inside the disc.
Kind of like.
Bida sees the opportunity. He takes it.
Did they just like skip a little bit?
I think so. I think they were doing a replay and realized that they were
Oh.
fencing.
Oh no, that was.
Yeah, that was a little too. That felt a little rushed.
Yeah, I feel like.
And that's the first time
He
you
had a
really see
lot-
him lose his cool a little bit.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
lot more time.
Well-
Oh, he missed the.
Oh, he
side
landed
flip.
flat.
Yeah, he didn't-
Okay, yeah, that's got to be frustrating.
He didn't do his plan B. I think he just thought he got it.
Yeah,
and
he
stopped.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what happens. That's
It
why you got to
happens
keep
sometimes,
trying.
man. I mean,
here
even if he went for his plan B, he would have
Yeah,
already
he
got.
still
He
would've
already
got
got hit. There's like no chance.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like initially I saw that was kind of rushed.
But he still hasn't made a hit.
Got that.
Bida still hasn't made a hit.
Yeah, yes, he already hit there.
Oh, fine, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The light is just slow again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been his plan maybe to go for the side flick. Maybe it wasn't a rush, but yeah.
I think he was just trying to catch Sergei off guard. Maybe because Sergei was thinking, oh, he's gonna start like slowing down a little bit to think about what he's doing.
And now the time is getting low, so he has to like make big.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here he
nice.
gets it.
A few little steps into the distance and just finishes through the blade on the wrist. I think.
Yeah. Just
Oh no, it's to the
Oh
body.
no.
To the body.
Okay. Yeah. He just kept going short target, and Bida just kept backing up.
Right here, he still has a lot of time to work with.
Yes, he does.
It may not
Yeah,
look
like-
like a lot,
Maybe
33
make
seconds,
some
but when you're in the
flash
bout,
hits.
it's a lot of time
I'm
for you.
just looking up
Yeah, like a
my
beginner might think too, like priority, for example, like a minute, like, oh, I have to score in a minute, I have to like do this, but like a minute is so much time. Like that's enough time for so many touches. Like 33 seconds, like there's
Yeah.
still a lot can happen.
Like
in
there's
33
15 touch
seconds.
bouts that finish in 1 minute. Like, no,
Maybe not a
literally,
minute.
You can no, it's happened before. I've seen it.
Also, is it just me? But do you
Like
think?
about without him.
Do you think
That was 2 minutes.
Oh, was it?
Two and a
wow.
half.
Oh
Do you
wow,
think-
big difference.
Do you think the way that he snaps off his mask in response to getting hit here is a little bit bad body language?
Yes.
Like you still have time to like I don't know. He's
Oh yeah,
I
like
think
it was.
I think he was just
immediately.
frustrated with himself for not finishing forward there.
Yeah.
Because if he just if he finished with attack on prep there, that would have been his single or a double at like max.
Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating. It's like, obviously very tense because of all the nerves. You have 30 seconds and you're up by 3. I don't know if any of you've been in the situation, but, like, probably most people have. Like, you're up, but, like, the time is very low. Like, that's still a very stressful situation to be in, even when you're up.
Yeah. If
I
was-
haven't been in that situation.
Oh wow, who would have thought saber fencer? Who would have thought Sergei's probably gonna try and do like in and out footwork at the same time as like slowly moving back to try and waste as much time as he can. But if I were him in this situation, what's working for him is putting him at the end of the strip. So why not just do that again, Even if there's 33 seconds, like anything can happen in 33 seconds.
And people are oftentimes more willing to give up time,
Yeah.
space at the end of like.
Yeah,
about-
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's also things you could do to, like, also stall time, like, at the first, like, when they say on guard ready defense, you could, like, run up and try to go for, like, a duck to freeze your opponent, waste a few seconds there, and, like, go to the back. There's different tactics.
But if I were Sergei, it would be better if you put him at the end of his side of the strip because then you have a lot more strip to work with. Because if you go to the end of your strip, then you're in a bad situation where he can push you, and then you have to do something, or else he's just going to go through your blade.
One of the things I always say to my students, especially on defense, is that the strip is the only resource that you've got. And so you have to use your resource wisely. And if you're attacking, you need to make them waste their resource.
Exactly.
She is on her feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Gershina.
He caught him off guard.
He goes a little too.
Yeah, he totally caught him off guard there. That was an appropriate mask snap.
Yeah, that might have been what
And then he slaps himself in the
Oh, look,
wrist.
so that might have been what Bida was like trying to do. He might have actually noticed that like, okay, I'm going to the end of the strip and he's scoring on me, so I'm going to try and go forward. And
Yeah, he tried to.
it is entirely possible Siklosi could have recognized that and been in his head and thinks, okay, so I just scored on him by
that's
pushing him
beautiful.
to the end. So he might try to go for it this time. He might try to go for me. So then just fake 1-2. That's like very, very good
If I was Sergei right now,
recognition.
I'd like take my time.
Tie your shoe.
Yeah, tie your shoe.
Yeah.
Fix your underarm.
If you had long hair, just take 3 minutes to redo your hair.
That's not his. He doesn't give a shit at that.
Fake like a cramp or something,
No, that's a little too far. I don't think he needs that. But like he needs to take.
Just take a
few deep
second.
breaths. He
Yeah, I
needs to-
know,
he needs to
right? Take a
few deep
breath
breaths.
here.
This-
Because you're only playing into his momentum.
Yeah, because he's coming into this already like within seconds
Hot.
of that, and he's like, I think he has the mindset. Oh, I need to score now, and he's probably gonna go forward, and I think that Gergely might just go through it, without caring, and just
Yeah, that's very good
Attack
to
on prep.
recognize. Like a lot of fencers, even in the later era, it's like the later stage of fencing, they would still what's it like. Even if they get scored on, they get scored on 2 or 3 times, they're like, okay, whatever. I have to get focuses because they're mad. They think like they can't just take a second and reset, but it actually makes a big difference. Like you're stopping your opponent's momentum.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing, and just ice it. Like, if anybody here has watched baseball, icing the pitcher is a real thing.
exactly.
I mean, it's very important to know when to do that in fencing,
Yeah.
and to know how to do it without it making it look like you're stalling.
Yeah. So if I were Gergely here, I would start moving forward. Maybe. Oh, okay.
Stop it, you.
Stop it.
I think you forgot to
Maybe-
press time or something.
Oh, really?
Trying to control things in this
Or just false
impossible.
start.
That's kind of interesting to me because even after Sergei tried to stay his ground on the last touch and not back up, he got touched, but he still tried it again.
That's
and got
why
hit.
This is why you'll see in a lot of fencing bouts, for those of you who have been in this type of situation where someone made a comeback on you, this is where your mind games really be put to the test.
Look at how slow his reaction to that is.
Because we can see that Sergei, he loves to go with the blade first and then bring out his foot. So I think Gergely sees that, and instead of like trying to go to the body, he just goes, okay, you can take my blade, but I'm gonna go to your foot first. And he just like shoots his blade out and goes to the foot right away. He does like a little pullback, I think.
And I think that this touch, or the mistake that Bida is making here, is slightly influenced, or a lot influenced, by what just happened on the last touch.
Yeah.
Because he just got hit on the wrist and is probably still thinking about that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as he comes forward, look at the way he starts to pull his arm away and doesn't pay attention to the fact that he's about to get hit in the foot. His wrist goes back. And at this point, he still doesn't notice that he's about to be hit on the foot.
It's so open here.
And then he realizes already, like, by the time that.
But he still hasn't even moved. Like,
Yeah, now he.
Yeah, he's
already
caught flat-footed. It's like over once he takes that big parry and his foot's open.
because I think he's so scared of getting hit on the wrist again.
I know, yeah.
God,
He
Your
forgot
boss
about
is
the other.
texting
He
you.
forgot about the other first target.
I don't want to answer my boss right now.
Why would the boss say something that cereal bosses?
All right, now he's trying to take a breather. And when it's tied,
A little bit
he's-
too late.
Yeah,
A little
late.
Maybe
on
at
that.
13-11 you need to already like be thinking about it.
Yeah, now Siklosi's in his zone.
I think so. If I was to close here right now,
Keep attacking.
Yeah, he's still
yeah.
pushing. He's
Okay,
still
now
going
Sergei
for
Bida,
it. Yeah.
now Sergei Bida just wants to score. So if I was to close here, I would just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Stop it.
his mental is like, yeah.
And you can hear the Hungarians are flipping out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I were like a fan of him too, yeah, I would be too. He just made a 13-10 comeback in the World Championships.
Yeah, searching,
crazy.
and then he thinks he's close enough, but
Very
He gets hit on
beautiful.
the shoulder. arm,
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
just a
A little,
nice little kick.
a little counter attack.
That was a big counterattack right there.
Oh yeah. No, a little like cheeky.
I know, I'm kidding.
Got a towel on his head,
It's a tiny, insignificant counterattack.
Yeah, okay.
Look at the Russian coach.
I think he scored like 4 points in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
See, like,
And
it's a lot of time
and
to
all
set it
because
up.
Sergei's playing like he just wants to score. He doesn't really want to like win this.
20
bout.
seconds is a lot of time
Yeah,
to still set something
exactly.
up.
I know, and he's still
And
going
he's already rushing.
Yeah, you can tell his mental
Gergely,
might be
you just go to
getting
the end of the
better.
strip. As soon as Sergei tries to start something, do the same thing you did on the last touch, or just finish forward.
And he doesn't have any room for error.
Or maybe
a double
even
will
the
end this
foot.
bout.
Maybe even the foot here, because
Yeah.
Sergei clearly isn't defending his foot at the moment. He thinks that he's going to go to the body again. So maybe like a duck to the foot or the thigh, you know?
15
Might even
seconds
work.
remaining in the match.
And, yep. He did the same thing like last touch.
Yep. Just repeat.
Yeah, was that the only double of the bout?
No. There was one other double. It was like at five.
Hey, there were at least a couple of them.
Five or something. It was at five or something.
I find epee bouts to become much more interesting when there are less doubles.
Oh,
know,
yeah,
right?
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when two big, like,
We despise
very
getting
heavy
bouts
numbers.
versus doubles. Because then it's more stressful.
I
'Cause,
know, right?
Yeah, you're making ground on them, but also they're making ground on you, so it's just level. Exactly. Yeah. No, but I feel like this is a game of like mind play. Because even though Gergely was in a tough situation, he had 33 seconds, he was down by 3, 13-10. It's like most wrestlers would be like, oh, it's over, right? But this is why our coaches push us, where they'll tell us, hey, or we'll do missions in like fencing, where we're down by like 2 or 3 points, and then we have either a minute, 30 seconds, maybe even 10 seconds, you know, just to feel like what the pressure is like in that situation.
One of the few useful missions.
Exactly. And
I like that word for that mission.
Yeah.
And basically what we'll do is one side will just be up, and then the other side will have to figure out what to do in the situation to score, which is exactly what happens here, you know? He notices that Sergei Bida is kind of on edge after one touch, so he just starts pushing him as hard as he can and just catches him off guard twice in a row. And then Sergei gets mad and his mindset goes like out the window, and now he's trying to like score only instead of winning the bout. And he just wants to score touches instead of actually playing it smart, and he could have just gone to priority there and maybe slowed down the momentum, but instead he decides to rush. And one of the mistakes that happens when the adrenaline hits you, like, oh wait, I'm losing now because his momentum is up. No, you still have another period practically if it's tied. So
That must be such an incredible feeling to win in your own country.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
That's got to be like the highlight of his career.
Because
honestly.
life maybe.
Yeah, maybe
To that point, probably.
Other than
Yeah, I
second
mean,
in the
if this is
Olympics.
like his big pop-off moment, like gets him in gear.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, this is like what, his first World Cup win, right? Or World
This is
Championship?
championship,
World
yeah.
Championship, yeah.
I don't even know if he won a World Cup before.
I don't think he did before it.
Yeah, maybe this is like his only qualification for a World Championship, and he won. Imagine, that would be crazy. Can you imagine that? Imagine he was like a reserve, and he came in and just won.
Yeah, that was Cano.
Same thing with Fabio, where he was like originally not supposed to fence, and then he got third in Cadet World Championships.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that just happens.
It happened to Mario Zagunis in 2004.
Exactly.
He won the
Things like
Olympics
this
too.
happen.
Yeah,
all the
same thing
time.
with Cano, you know?
Things like this happen all the time. I mean, like in that one Olympics where this gymnast, he was a reserve. He didn't make he made the cup. One person got injured, like the main guy. He went in, got gold. It was pretty crazy. It happens all the
It just
time.
goes to show how like small the skill gap is too.
Yeah.
You know, like anything, anything could happen.
And also, somebody could just have a good day, and
Yeah,
like
just
that,
pop
they
off.
become world champion.
Yeah, the key is just like consistency. How many good days can you have in a season?
That's the oh shit moment. Oh my god. It
Yeah, he's like,
happened.
I really just lost that.
PG channel, please.
How was he so calm leading up to that?
I don't know.
I think that
Deer in headlights, I guess.
if you're a really like experienced coach, you'll notice that the coaches in this like high caliber, they'll stay calm no matter the situation.
Yeah, I could never, bro. I'm like, I'm squirming in my seat the whole time.
Sergei Bida's coach was stressing at 14-13.
Yes, he was.
Which I feel like was a big issue and also partially why he lost. Because I think he noticed that his fencer's mindset was kind of leaving him. And he was like, oh no, this is not good because he's losing this bout off of his kind of like adrenaline and pride instead of slowing down. He's trying to just like make up for his mistake.
It really doesn't help when you see your coach bury his hand.
Exactly.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
my dad used to do that when I was competing, and I'd lose a touch and I'd be like, Dad, if you're going to do that, I need you to go do that somewhere else. Or you can sit here and not do stuff like that. He's like, I didn't really just bother you that much, okay. And like from that point on, much more stoic. But like if you just see it, like that's
when you see negative when you see negative reaction, it also makes you feel like, oh, I disappointed this person, and then also
it's just something else you don't need to think about.
If you're like disappointed in your fencer, the better thing to do is to just yell at them.
In these type of moments, coaches and fencers are the only people there. That's what you have to think about. You're the only person in there with your coach.
Yeah, with experience, people just get tuned out.
There's only 3 people in your mind. It's you, the opponent, and your coach.
And the ref.
No, the ref is just a dude who starts it.
Yeah, you just hear the ref like his only purpose is on guard
in
defense.
epee, you don't necessarily need the ref because
must be nice.
Because in foil and saber, you need the ref much more for like right of way and stuff.
Must be nice.
In epee, whoever's light goes off first wins.
Still not immune to bad calls though. Still have plenty of blind refs.
Yeah, not blind, but
I don't know.
All right, closing thoughts on the bout.
Feel like at the beginning, Siklosi was like pretty even. They were just trying to figure each other out. I feel like it might have been their first or second time fencing ever. So, of course, fencing to 15, especially in a final, you need to be careful and cautious. And then immediately going into the second period, I feel like being down, I feel like he was down, right? Siklosi was down.
Yes, I think 8-6.
Yeah, so his coach, I feel like, was saying, okay, this is why you're getting scored on. Let's work counter, like the exact opposite, and let's work forward and try and catch him on his setup. And as soon as he starts a setup, you can either finish it or what he did before, he starts his like action, then stops, so that whenever Sergei tries to do his riposte, he's already there.
Yeah, I mean, I could just say like this could be a good lesson. Just if you're ever in a time when you're up, you're getting scored on, and you're stressed, it's okay to take a breather and just relax and change the momentum, get yourself back in gear. Don't try not to let your nerves and emotions take control of you, because sometimes that can happen. It happens to the best of us. Just it's okay to just sit back. Rethink the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, good advice. Well, thank you guys for joining me for this, and this was a very good choice of bouts. I think this will go down as one of the greatest bouts in history.
Oh yeah,
in 20 years or something.
Up there with Kolobkov and Geneva for sure.
That bout was amazing too.
That bout was incredible.
Yeah,
3 doubles at 14 all is nuts.
Yeah, my heart was going like this.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine
watching it live? Yeah,
yeah. And I was born 3 days before that. I was, yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, been a blast.
Thank you.